Howdy y'all. What you're looking at there is a greasy starter. Oily, I guess, by a more appropriate term. So nice little heat shield on there. That's going to be a bugger to remove because GM got fancy and put them little reverse torque stars. So good thing I also have a Mercedes engine in the fleet, so I already own a few of those. But was having some starting issues. Originally thought maybe I had a battery, maybe I was silly and left the lights on a couple times. Let's see, trying to get that thing to focus. But anyways, what's really probably the root cause here, you can see got some pretty good corrosion on my posts. Could I clean those up and put this starter back in? Absolutely, and it would probably start, because what it usually would need is a little jump would boost the voltage just enough to get the current through this thing and get it to close. So what I was having issues with is this solenoid here wasn't closing. Then you know, a couple other issues. Every once in a while this thing would screech, not sure if you can hear it, but as I shake it, I got a little bit of a ticky. Probably not a bad thing to replace. Picked up starter. This is a Reman. If you look close, you can see the Delco Ramey stamp. One strange thing is that tip on the end there has got actually a hole through it, while on the factory unit it's solid. But through the grease there, I think I could see a Ramey earlier. So anyways, we know we're working with something that's decent. How much did they reman? I don't know. It is clean, grease free, until I stick it in there. But clean terminals, so would appear that solenoid's new. Not sure how much the internals are new. The gear does appear to be new as well. So I would sure hope they did that, but important thing is no ticky. So I'm gonna swap the heat shield over. It won't be too hard, but something I wanted to give everybody a quick tip too. You know, the reason that started clicking in the first place, like I said, the corrosion. So if you want to go ahead and pick yourself up some deoxit, helps get rid of that corrosion on those terminals. They were not copper. They're probably little aluminum plated somethings, little Scotch-Brite, and then what I don't have on hand right here is dielectric grease. So I'm going to go back to the barn and grab some dielectric grease. So yes, the big pig, she stopped right in the driveway. I'm spoiled. I get to do a lot of work inside, so not my favorite place to work on cars, outside in the driveway in the leaves, but a lot worse places. So like I said, could I put that old starter back in after cleaning up the terminals? Absolutely. And when you start, I'm pretty sure of it. It wasn't really a cranking issue. It was just getting that thing engaged. So was there maybe some worn out spots in the armature, and it was, you know, if you stopped it in the right spot, it would click? Maybe, but more than likely it was just having a hard time getting the voltage through all that corrosion. But for $110 to put in a new one, and that's cheap insurance, so that I can do a starter here in the driveway instead of a starter on the side of the road when it's -6. So it was raining last night. I got the starter down, but I didn't want to take the time to be under there cleaning everything in the dark, in the rain. So got up this morning and got to it a little bit. So, and then I've got a pile of parts laying there. I'm going to head to the junkyard a little later. But yeah, for the quick tip, you know, that 4-minute video quick tip here, dielectric grease and deoxit, just clean up those terminals, keep them from getting corroded. That's going to keep your starter going for a long time, keep you from having these kind of issues. That's something that not all shops are going to do. So, you know, changing your own starter, especially on these older vehicles, real easy to do yourself. Save yourself some money. If you feel better about it, you know, there probably is some better brands. I just grabbed an Ultima from O'Reilly's. Mine's easy enough to get to, so if it goes bad again, it's 2 bolts that I can see. I can get to real easy. Worst part is getting the terminals off, because the wires aren't long enough to feed it out without getting the terminals off. You know, sometimes you can tip them down and get better access, but on this Chevy, it was actually an 8mm on the relay post. Extended is nice if you got the studs there are in the way a little bit, and then it was a 13 on the heavy power line. So the dropping the starter was a 9/16, but also could have been a 15 millimeter, I guess. Not sure how much is metric and how much is standard on this old girl. That's the one nice thing about working on my Jeep. It's all metric. Not much standard to be found. So, yep, that's what I'm doing today, and should have it purring like a kitten here again soon. So, thanks for watching. Just thought you guys would appreciate, cleaning those up. That's gonna keep you from having problems in the future. So again, that's deox it, and then get yourself some dielectric grease of any variety, and get to it. All right, thanks. Have a good day, guys.